Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. I believe this is episode 4? I think so. Anyways, in the last one, we got our giant elevator up and running. And between episodes, I actually moved our hub up here because I think this just looks cool. I also researched the walkways. This is going to come out because it's a mess, but I did make a mistake though that I really can't fix at the moment. Bugs me because didn't realize this is an iron deposit right there, and this is like a few feet too far forward, like just a couple feet. It interferes as far as I can tell. Actually, maybe it doesn't. I thought maybe it interfered with the top one, but it doesn't look like it from this angle. So I wonder if I'd rip those few blocks out if it would work. Anyways, we'll look at that later. So the first thing we need to do today is get some more biomass, and we need to start doing this next tier because I think it's going to unlock the different next tier of power, which we really need. So in order to do this, we need reinforced plates and rotors. Now, I was just doing some research, and what that means is we need iron plates, iron rods, and screws. So, are we out of power? We must have just run out of power. All of a sudden, everything decided to blow up. I'm pretty sure we just ran low on power. Yep, okay, that's fine. We're gonna do some exploring and get some stuff anyways. But, while it's down, it's actually a good time to probably do this anyways. So, right now, this is producing plates, and this is producing rods. And what I'm thinking about doing is actually turning off this copper system for now because our storage is actually pretty much full. And if I add another miner, because this one maxes out at these two machines. So if I add another miner and we put another one of these smelters and then an assembler what do you call it? Constructor making rods, because screws take rods. So I'm thinking we put rods on this side, make this do screws, and then split it. So what we'd then have is we would have plates coming out and screws coming out, which could go into an assembler to create reinforced plate, and screws coming out, which we can split, and iron rods into an assembler to make rotors. And we could probably do that all right here, nice and neat. The other option we have, and I was thinking about this earlier, which is kind of cool, is if we go above this and start working, higher in the sky, and then tying it into over here, we could have like production, manufacturing, and then distribution, like on 3 different levels. I don't know if it makes sense, but sounds professional. So I don't know. But right now we need some biofuel, which I think there's a bunch over here. What is that? Whoa. I haven't explored this way at all, so I don't know what's going on. Do we got space? What is this? Oh, modular frames. That's interesting. Encased industrial beams. What? Just a bunch of random parts everywhere. It did say we were the third group when we landed. It said we were the third group of people, but all it is a bunch of random stuff. Because it'd be cool if there was like something we could deconstruct or something. Oh, open drop pod. Needs 21 rotors. Interesting. Well, I guess I know what we're doing today. We're going to make a bunch of rotors and get into this thing, because I don't know what it is, but I really want to know. What is that? Oh, he's coming for me. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're just gonna run because I don't know. He's shooting fire or something at me. Okay, get away. Get away. I was just thinking to myself, I haven't seen any new enemies for a while, which is a good thing. But, yeah. Now we've seen that guy, and I don't appreciate new enemies, so, stay away. So I got this new system kind of hooked up, But I ran into an issue, and the issue is an assembler requires frames and rotors. The frames, I'm not actually sure what they take. One sec. Let's see here. The frames take reinforced plates and rods, which we're going to produce, and then the rotors. So what we got to do, I didn't realize that's actually one extra step. Anyways, what we got to do is produce these by hand first. So this is set up right now to be iron plates. This is going to be rods, and this one is also going to be rods. So these rods are going to go straight through into our storage. The plates are going to go straight through into storage, and this one's going to turn into screws, which are then going to go into storage. So once that's all done, I hooked this up. So remember how I was saying I didn't know if we'd be able to put this here? I just removed these two platforms, and it works fine, which is super nice. I was very worried about that. And we still have a third one here, which is good. I've just unhooked it for now. For the moment, I've taken off the power. You know, there's no way to just kill power to a specific area, which really sucks. So what I've got here, though, is like one line going from here to here, and I just removed it for now. So this stays powered off because I really don't need it running at the moment. We've got a lot of stuff full, and let's just make sure we got this coming out good. So these are going to be rods. This is going to go to screws, which are producing quick. Wow. I like that. Oh, this is pretty much full too. You know, I don't remember, I think it was the last episode I was mentioning that, you know, there's no way to like attach, like put things back into the system. And I guess you can do it by putting an inline storage room or storage container and then splitting it back onto a line, but that's really annoying. But I guess it is possible to put things back in, so whatever. Yeah, I should be able to go... Where is it straight? Let's go right to there. And from there up. This side, let's go... Where was it? It was right here. Straight right there. And up. Yeah, it's a little wonky, that's okay. And then from this one, we'll go across. I want to go back one. Oh. Let's go back one more. Let's go right there. Perfect. And then this one, same thing. We'll go right here. And then we're gonna come out of the assemblers. Oh, I need a merger. I want to go nice and... That's weird. I can place this like right inside that thing. That seems like a glitch. Alright, so let's go from here. I don't like how it just like curves automatically like that. Let's go. I like when it comes out straight and then gets the curve on. That's too far. It bugs me. Of course, it won't actually work there. Oh well. And then from here, we're gonna go straight into there. Oh, that's wow. This is like totally messed up. I'm gonna redo this because this is gonna bother me. This side's still a little messed up. That's okay. Oh. Okay, so let's go through what we got set up here. So this is iron plates. This is going to be rotors. So that's rods, go straight up into there. This is screws, as you can see. This is plates, and then they all go to the storage. And once they go from storage, you can see it's actually facing backwards this way. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start going up above this stuff. I think. So let's fire this up and see what happens. Most likely, it's going to, you know, explode a little bit. But now that I'm looking at this, I'm not too happy with how this is going to go. Any biofuel? A little bit. Because I don't like that this is going to take all of our plates and all of our... But you know, instead of yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn on a splitter over here from this and take half of this and smelt it elsewhere just to keep those items, because I don't really want to split this again and again and again, or it'll end up being a mile long. So this will be our production for these two things, and then we'll do a separate one for our basic items. That's a good plan. So let me get this thing fired back up and I'll come right back. Okay, so I think I got this figured out. So what I've done is, instead of adding like a new smelting, apparently you can climb this. Instead of adding like a new smelting system on this side, which I will do later, but we don't really have the power for it right now. And you know, I had a friend of mine message me and he was like, hey, why don't you just ramp everything up? And we could, but like I'm not like in a rush to like max produce things yet, you know? So I'm just enjoying the, you know, trying to make this not crazy messy, but you know, have some fun. So anyways, what I've done is I just split these off on the sides, same with the plates over there, so we're not using a bunch of power. And what happens, like, this is actually backed up anyways, because these produce, it's like one every it's 6 every minute, and it's already full, so like it's gonna back itself up a bit, so we'll get a bunch, you know, preserved in the sides, which is good. That'll help us later on, because I don't know what we're going to need for these. And then if we have to, if we want to produce something else, we can also take it off the sides here now, instead of, you know, multiple, that's reinforced, instead of having like a whole bunch of extra stuff kicking around everywhere. So I'm just wandering around here. I just bought a whole bunch of biomass. I think I got like 2,000 biomass just so we were good for a minute. But I was going through these machines and there's some stuff here I didn't realize before. So there's an efficiency thing, and I just had a shutdown, so this is hasn't ramped up fully yet. But well, it was good a second ago. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, so the efficiency is saying how efficient the product is compared to the current maximum production speed. Now, these were just good a second ago. I'm sure they'll ramp back up. But, like, so here, this is at 100% production speed, so this is good, right? It's taking a full amount in. Let's see. Same with this one. But then it comes to, let's say here. So the screw production isn't max efficiency, but it's backed up. So I don't understand that, because like it should be, I mean, it's producing as much as it can, unless it can't take it out, but it's taking it out just fine, right? Because these are actually running super slow compared to their max efficiency, and that's because they're waiting for items, right? So I'm confused on why this one's not running max efficiency. This is actually running pretty low too, like 60-70%. Like there's a little bit of delay there, you can see, and I don't understand why. Like, why is it what's waiting for here? And I don't quite get that. So what we might have to do is, when we expand this, we might have to do like, instead of splitting this, we might have to do like a split out of our refinery, or out of our whatever miner, and have like one set of screws per each system going through, which is fine. It's just an extra set of machines, which I really don't want to do quite yet. But if this is producing, if this is getting 100%, we could actually split off of here and add it there instead of having to add like another smelter or anything. We could just divide our smelting, I think. I'm gonna have to look at this and see what I figure, because I'm not too happy with how this is producing. But anyways, we're almost done with our first tier of stuff here. I got enough rotors now. I'm just waiting for plates, which we're gonna probably just end up helping craft ourselves because, well, why not? So I've been playing around with some of the efficiencies here, and I can't quite figure it out, but I think I understand. So, always maybe. So this side's running at 100%, so this is good. This, all it's doing is producing as much as possible up until it fills into here or into this assembler. Now, our assembler is... I actually turned off this other side just to try to prove a point here, trying to figure this out. So this is now putting 100% of what it can into here, and it doesn't keep up, which makes this assembler only run at about 50%, which before was at 25. So what I can think of is obviously we need to double our input, right? And to do that, I think what would have to happen is this one's running about 70%, and these ones are about the same. But these ones are always backed up, right? So this one has to wait, it's only about 30 because it has to wait for an opening here. This has to wait for an opening here. So the only thing I can think of to do is to split it right here into another assembler for screws, and then merge the two lines of screws back into this, and see if they fill it more. I don't know that they will. I don't know how full a merge line can get. But right now, we're not producing quick enough, because it's only running about, like I said, 50%, which is really weird, but I mean, it's obviously just a ratio issue, right? I'm just not sure that splitting and merging will work, but I'm gonna try it, I think, because all I gotta do is reroute a couple things, make a little bit of a mess. So I'm gonna give it a try. So I just did a little redesign here to try this out, and by putting two of these straight doing screws out doesn't help at all. They just end up backing themselves out. So obviously this is as full as this belt can get, because it backs them up, and the most it can do here is 50%. No, that's about 60, but it's still going down, it looks like. It's the same situation. It gets up to about 36, sorry, and then it drops to 12. And we'll watch it here. Once it's done producing, it drops to about 12, and that's exactly where it was before. So all it does is make a mess for no reason. So I'll the only thing I can think is, like, maybe you can, like, if you fed this by hand and then had two sets coming in, but I don't know how that would work. Maybe there's a machine that lets you speed this stuff up or something later, or maybe there's better belts later. That could be the other option. So for now, I'm just gonna go back to what we had, and we should be just about done here, ready to upgrade our what do you call it? Our elevator. So before I do this last little piece today, I wanted to show you guys too. At the end of last episode, I actually did this. We went through and I used the scanner thing on the flower petals, and it unlocked, where is it, tier 2, the color gun, which gives us color cartridges and color gun. So paints factory buildings and vehicles. The color can be adjusted prior to painting. And then ammo, necessary to change the color. That's super cool. So that's gonna happen pretty much right now, I think, because we've got everything we need. So actually, I think I have everything on me even. We do. So let's see what the color gun does. Color cartridge. So let's just make one and see what happens. Oh, that makes 50. Alright, so color gun. So press R to reload. Now, how do we change colors? Is the question of the day. Whoa. Oh, there we go. You just right click. So I wonder if there's more colors you can unlock later. Let's go with... That's pretty cool. Oh, that's super cool. So we can color code our lines. Then I went like, can we do this? No, so the belts don't code. Doesn't look like. But that's cool. We could color code our what do you call it? Power systems. That's super cool. All right. Well, anyways, let's go upgrade this stuff. Okay, so we need to put those in, the rotors in, which are here. Seal. Send crate. Whoa. This is super cool. Not sure what exactly it does for us, but let's see here. Oh, so because it's the next level. This unloads tier 5 and 6. Modular frames and motors. So let's see if that unlocked this for us. You'd think it would give you like a, hey, you unlocked the next level or something. But let's see here. Okay, there we go. Tier 3. There we go. Coal power. The tractor? What? 25 has a built-in bench, can be used to automatically pick up and deliver resources. Nicknamed the Sugar Cube. That's pretty funny. Truck station, coal generator. Interesting. And logistics, so we... Okay, so we got faster conveyors and stackable conveyors. Aw. So these what? Transports up to 120 per minute. Oh, so if I go back to our conveyors, these probably tell us... Where are they? Logistics. Nope. Conveyor belt. So these can only do 60 resources per minute, so that's why our numbers are wrong. I understand now. And what else? What's tier 4? Steel. Wow, foundry, all kinds of stuff. Xenobasher. Self-defense for melee. Interesting. Different storage container that holds 42, or 48, sorry. And 270 per minute. Wow. So we're going to end up working on coal power, I think. And yeah, that should be cool. I'm excited about this, the tractors and stuff. That's going to be interesting. So let's select that milestone. And I think for now, guys, this is where I'm going to call this episode. We got a lot done today. More or less just... I guess we didn't get a lot done, but we did a lot of, like, refiguring, you know, playing around with some of the numbers and stuff, trying to figure out how to make this more efficient. And now we know. We just need better belts. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And if you guys are excited to see more, make sure you comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun with this series, and I hope you guys are too. And I will see you guys in the next episode.